truth seekers. Welcome back. Zach here. It's Tuesday, March 21st, 2017. In response to the video I put out on the death of David Rockefeller, Ryan Still wrote that the big three, meaning the three-star players for the Cleveland Cavaliers, scored 101 points against the Los Angeles Lakers the night before David Rockefeller died at age 101. The big three are LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love. Anyway, the reason that comment stood out to me right away is because Standard Oil, John D. Rockefeller's mega powerful corporation, which David Rockefeller was a descendant of, they were based in Cleveland, Ohio from the beginning. They later moved up to the East Coast, I think New Jersey. But Cleveland, like the Cavaliers, is where the Rockefeller dynasty began, and it is very interesting that their star three players scored 101 points the night before his death at 101, because 101 points is a lot of points for just three men on a basketball team. My guess is if you looked at the entire history of the NBA, that probably hasn't happened 100 times out of all the thousands and thousands of games played, you know? That's a lot of points for three men. So the Cleveland Stars, 101 points the night before David Rockefeller died in his sleep. You know, they say the last night David Rockefeller went to bed was March 19th, the night they scored 101. The reports say he died in his sleep. So what is inspiring me to do this third video, I've already put out two really awesome videos on the death of David Rockefeller. I'm going to link them below in a playlist. Put out this video last night, the day of. Put out this video this morning. Very important videos. Here's a third, just as important video. This shows how these Masonic, ritualistic deaths by the numbers are also synced up with the professional sports leagues that are run by the same gang of New World Order, Masonic Zionist psychopaths. So check this out. March 19th, the last night David Rockefeller went to bed, the Cavs defeated the Lakers 125 to 120. And the Cavs got their 46th win. Kyrie Irving scored 46 points in the game. 46 points in the game. Let's see. It's right there on the screen. I couldn't locate it with my eyes, but I know that their star player, Kyrie, scored 46 for their 46th win. And last year was the Cavs' 46th NBA season. Remember, LeBron James is nicknamed King James, and he won the NBA Finals on the real King James's birthday, June 19th. Go back and see my work on the NBA Finals. I said why the Cavs would win it when they were down 3-1. I said it was all about the Game 7 comeback on the real King James's birthday. They won it by the numbers. In gematria, King James equals 89. The Warriors went down with 89 points. Whole lot more. But anyway, in the King James 1611 version of the Bible, specific Bible, Psalm 46 has a tribute to the number 666. There's 666 chapters remaining in that Bible after Psalm 46. Psalm 46 in the Bible also has the tribute to Shakespeare, and they say that Francis Bacon wrote the King James version of the Bible in 1611. They say Francis Bacon is the same person that was Shakespeare. It's a theory. But anyway, Psalm 46, the 46th word in it is shake. And from the back, the 46th word is spear. Psalm 46, King James Bible, LeBron James, King James, last year's NBA Finals. And this year, they get their 46th win against the Lakers, the second most winningest team in NBA history when it comes to championships. The Celtics have won 17. The Lakers have won 16. 33 between those two. NBA Finals in gematria equals 33. With regards to 17, NBA equals 17. The Celtics have won 17. Boston in Gematria is the exact same thing as basketball. So fitting city to be king of basketball. But also, Ohio, where Cleveland is the 17th state. This year, the NBA championship will be 2017, emphasis on 17. And the Cavs were also the 17th team to join the NBA. They joined in 1971 with the Blazers, the Buffalo Braves, who are now the Los Angeles Clippers, and, of course, the Cavs. The Cavs became the 17th team to join the NBA. 17th state, Ohio, special number. But anyway, 46th win, Kyrie with 46 points. The star players, LeBron had 34. Kevin Love, 21. So that's 55 points. Plus Kyrie Irving's 46, 55 plus 46. Just go 55 plus 40 is 95. And then add 6 more. 101. 101. Now let's talk about what else is special about that number. Make sure I refresh this screen here. There we go. Finals in reverse ordinal gematria sums to 101, and this game came a special date from the start of the NBA Finals this year, which is June 1st, 2017. Notice this. The NBA Finals in gematria has some special numbers. The NBA Finals 111, the NBA Finals 666, the NBA Finals 57. Again, we just talked about how King James Bible 1611, Psalm 46 leaves 666 chapters. Okay? The NBA Finals in gematria sums to 666. Last year, the Cavs won 57 games in the regular season. I said that was a sign they would win the championship. Before the season began last year, I said why the Cavs should win the championship, defeating the Warriors in a rematch. This year, I think we'll see part 3 of that series. If either team is to be upset on the way to the finals between the Warriors and Cavs, I think it would be the Clippers coming out of nowhere, upsetting the Warriors. You know, we just saw the Cavs lose to the Clippers the other day with a score of 78 to 108. I'll remind you, Cleveland has gematria of 78 as well as 33, just like NBA Finals. Last year, the Cavs became the first team in 33 tries to come back from down 3-1. First of 33 teams to do it in the NBA Finals. Cleveland, the only NBA city with a 33 gematria. No other one does. Well, wait a minute. New York in reverse. And even before I knew about this reverse, I've been talking about how LeBron gets the big tributes against New York whenever he plays them. Look at that. You know, same thing in reverse. It's amazing. Just like how James in reverse is 33. And so is LeBron. You know, perfect. The NBA Finals machine. But also, last year, the Cavs, the first team to win a Game 7 on the road since 1978, when the Washington Bullets did it in Washington State, playing in Seattle on the 122nd Meridian, which Oakland and Golden State also sits on. So Cavs, 57 wins in the regular season. Last year, the college basketball championship, Villanova won the tournament with their 57th all-time tournament win. 57, big championship number. World Series, 57. NBA Finals, 57. If you write out 57, it sums to the same thing as championship and Super Bowl. So here it is. Standard Oil, the Rockefeller dynasty, founded in Cleveland, Ohio. The Cleveland Cavaliers, 101 salute the night before the news of David Rockefeller being dead March 20th. They went from Cleveland. Isn't that interesting that the headquarters went from Cleveland to New York? And I've been saying they're going to send LeBron to New York. I have a feeling that after LeBron plays next season in Cleveland, he's going to end up going to the Knicks as he's 33 years old, turning 34. You know, I've been saying that even before I knew about the reverse New York 33 and this Rockefeller thing. Think about also, we're going to talk about Rockefeller Records and the death of David Rockefeller. There's a bigger parallel than you know. But just think about Jay-Z and Kanye West. They rap about LeBron James a lot. You know, talking about the lifestyle they live and only how LeBron can relate. Something cool about the name John D. Rockefeller, who ran Standard Oil Co. Incorporated. When the name is put that way, as it was on their products, it has gematria of 161, just like the name John D. Rockefeller. And 1.61 is what phi is, the golden ratio. Phi, as it's named, also has the gematria of 33. Phi, the golden ratio. And notice that gematria of 48. Cleveland has the gematria of 48. Just like James, just like Donald Trump, who had his GOP in convention by the numbers, who ran on building a wall. Now LeBron James has a hit show about a wall. On the 48th day of 2017, the movie The Great Wall came out. That was February 17th, not by coincidence. It's because this Masonic network runs the show. They run your government, they run your media, your entertainment. They do it all by the numbers. Now get this, the big three. They scored these 101 points. They scored them exactly 74 days. The game was March 19th. Before the start of the NBA Finals, which is June 1st, right? 74 days, this special number. Notice the 2 months and 13 days too. NBA Finals, or excuse me, the NBA Finals, when you add the, is 213. Go back and watch my video last year on the death of Len Bias, 213, who was drafted between the Cavs and the Warriors by the Celtics years ago. Dead 213 days after his birthday. Number stamped all over black people throughout history. Many black people have been killed by the number 213. Show you something about Black History Month. 213. And I want to show you something about satanic gematria and the word death. 213. And another, notice also the 38. 213 and 38 here. Notice this word that's used so often. 21338. We're going to talk about the death of Notorious B.I.G. in 97. Do you think this is a coincidence? This satanic gematria cipher is no coincidence. It sums to 666 satanic gematria, this cipher. And what's so special about this cipher is it begins with the number 36. A to Z is 36 to 61. When you sum 1 through 36 together, it sums to 666. And think about the number 36. It's almost like saying 3 sixes. If you add every number 1 through 36, it totals 666. Satanic gematria is 666. A lot of interesting things in this cipher. I just typed in Beyonce the other day just to see, and I saw it was 314, like pi, 3.14. Go back and watch my video on Beyonce and her pregnancy announcement in 666. Pi is related to 666, the mathematical symbol. The more we learn, the more clear what's going on becomes. But anyway, 2 months and 13 days got us off on that 213 tangent. This game with the 101 points came 74 days before the start of the NBA Finals. Look at this. Big 3 equals 74. The King, 74. LeBron James, the King, winning on the King James's birthday, breaking the curse in Cleveland. No sports championship since 64. I told everybody before the season began why that curse was going to get broken that season. It was specific. The King 74, Masonic 74, killing a cult. The reflection of 74 is 47. Remember the Freemason compass set at 47 degrees. The tropics, which tell time, 47 degrees. Big 3 also has the gematria of 47. The Cavaliers from Ohio, 47, are in their 47th season this year. The first NBA championship was the Philadelphia Warriors over the Chicago Stags in 47. It was the 46-47 season. This year there's been a lot of riddles going on with Cleveland, Golden State, and Chicago through the Great Chicago Fire. In 47 it was Philadelphia Warriors versus Chicago. Will it now be Golden State Warriors versus Cleveland? For the third time, I do suspect that there's a chance a team like the Clippers sneaks in. Of course, if you just look at teams that are competitive, the Spurs are always right there. But I really do think they're going to give us part 3 of this series. The Clippers would make sense because they joined the NBA that special year with the Cavs. You know? So 74 days, 2 months, 13 days. We talked about Finals 101 connection. As for the NBA Finals starting on June 1st, 6/1. Remember last year the NBA Finals ended on a date with 61 numerology, the real King James's birthday. The Cavs and Warriors met in that game. They had both scored 610 points. 610, kind of like 61. That's the 15th Fibonacci number, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think that's correct. Anyhow, finals equals 61. We're talking about this Rockefeller death connection to the finals, 61. Ohio 61 times 61. If you missed my video from a couple weeks ago, this number is super important to Christianity. Look at this. Christian has gematria of 61, like church, like Jesus, like cross. Did I write out Christmas yet? Christmas. And there's just even more. You know, there's a lot of these we can go through. Think about John in relation to Jesus, John 61. Notice also the 47. These numbers are super important because they're related to the world we live in. They're prime numbers. In case you're brand new to my channel, just subscribe. Go through the videos I've put out in the last 2 weeks. Your mind will be blown. You'll understand everything. You'll be all caught up. So anyway, 61, special number. Rockefeller tribute to the NBA Finals, Cleveland. It's hard for me to imagine the Cavs not being in the NBA Finals. I was thinking also about how David Rockefeller, his 102nd birthday would be June 12th. Last year, the Cavs won on Juneteenth, which has a lot to do with the Civil War and slavery. David Rockefeller would have turned 102 years old that day. Slavery has gematria of 102. The Civil War began on April 12th, the 102nd day of the year. Show you something funny about the name Clinton. Clinton has this gematria, and Hillary Clinton began her presidential campaign on the 102nd day of the year. There was the story about the 102-year-old woman caucusing for her. United States of America also has this gematria of 102. 84 and 102. David Rockefeller said, or not David Rockefeller. David Rockefeller died 84 days before his 102nd birthday. That 963 is really interesting. I noticed that religion and satanics 369, those are special numbers in mathematics. Wild. But David Rockefeller, he died 84 days before his 102nd birthday, June 12th. That'll be 11 days after the NBA Finals begin. I won't be surprised if Cleveland's to win this NBA championship again 2 years in a row, winning in their 47th season. I won't be surprised if they win on this date. I should look and see what date the NBA Finals are scheduled for. You know, June 12th could be a potential date, and just remember that. That would be David Rockefeller's 102nd birthday, number connected to slavery. Last year there was the tribute in the Cavs NBA Finals, the Juneteenth win, a few other things I documented last year. This 2 months and 23 days, look at these star players, the big three who scored 101. Kyrie, number 2, LeBron, 23, Kevin Love, 0. He scored 46, he scored 34. What's that? Gotta think. So he must have scored 21. 101 between the three of them. You know, 2, 2, 3. What you get between these guys' jersey numbers. Special number, look at this. Masonic 223. The Synagogue of Satan 223. The name James even has gematria of 223. Last year, before the season began, Flip Saunders, who was born in Cleveland, who was born on February 23rd, dropped dead. And I said, before the season began, I said his death is a ritual for the Cavs, who should win the finals this year, as I've been talking about. You know, sick stuff goes on in this world. The Cavs, they won this 46th game with 125 points. One of few numbers when written out that connects to 223. 125, 223. Measure twice, cut once. Builder's model. The Freemasons are builders. 223. With regards to the Synagogue of Satan, You know, this 223 coding, the name for the false Jews from the final book of the Bible. Remember, most Bibles are 66 books, right? LeBron, 66. LeBron James, reverse reduced, 66. He became the first player to go to 6 straight finals since 66 last year. They had that stat up throughout the playoffs. Revelation, the 66th book that makes 666 infamous, that's connected to NBA finals and gematria, as we covered. If you decode that verse about 666, the number 223 is coded right within it. You know, I got videos on this if you want to check them out. Search Zachary K. Hubbard, Number of the Beast. I'll show you how this number 223 is coded right into the verse. It's about the people who have the wisdom being able to calculate the number of the beast, which is 666. I just got to say, just talking about this out loud, if the Cavs didn't make it to the NBA Finals this year, if I'm mistaken, remember that. LeBron went to 6 straight with all the 66 connections. Something tells me he's going to number 7, though. Whole lot of 7 in Revelation, which is the 66th book of most Bibles. King James Bible, 66 books. LeBron won on King James' birthday again. Also, if you read the Bible in Revelation, there's a letter written to the Church of Philadelphia about the synagogue of Satan, Philadelphia. The original capital has the 223 coding, where the Warriors are originally from. Part of the reason I think we'll see Warriors and Cavs again. Philadelphia also has the 101 coding, like the word church. It's the Church of Philadelphia in the Bible. Philadelphian Church, also 61. You know, a lot lines up for the Cavs to go there this year. Something tells me the Cavs in their 48th season also, that's part of the reason I think LeBron's last season there is going to be when he's 33 years old, which is next season, their 48th season. I think something will happen, and he'll go to New York, and he'll bring winning back to New York. You know, one of the most hurting basketball franchises out there. I think that's LeBron's future, playing close to Jay-Z in Brooklyn. Or who knows, maybe he goes to Brooklyn, you know. Brooklyn, New York equals 223. Either way, I think he's bringing winning back to New York. I just see that in his future from what they've been coding. Things I've documented. Something I overlooked this morning when I talked about John D. Rockefeller. We talked about his May 23rd death at age 97. How death connects to 97. Something I didn't add to this post then, but I've since added, is Jay-Z and his record company, Rockefeller Records, blew up in 97 after the death of Notorious B.I.G. Rockefeller Records, 97. David Rockefeller, dead at 97. It's not coincidental. It's all Freemasonry. Rockefeller Records, 97. Notorious B.I.G. dead in 97. Notorious 97. Death 97. The diss track from Tupac Shakur, who was murdered by the numbers of Freemasonry. Hit 'Em Up, the name of the track, 97. Remember, Notorious B.I.G. died at 1:15 in the morning, 115 days before Puff Daddy's album came out that Jay-Z was featured on, Young G's. Biggie Smalls equals 115, like Masonic, like Killing, dead at 1:15, 115 days before Puff Daddy's album. He died 74 days before his own birthday. I got multiple videos on this if you want to go back and check them out. But again, these same numbers. David Rockefeller dead 74 days before the NBA Finals. Biggie dead 74 days before his birthday. Biggie Smalls gematria of 74. They said the man who killed him had a bow tie. Unsolved mystery. Special number here, you know. Check out the name George Washington, the original recognized president of Freemason. George Washington, 74 and reduced. Look at his name in Satanic gematria. Look at his name in ordinal, 187. You know, Washington, D.C., 187. Donald Trump's GOP convention, July 18th, 18/7, 187 days before Inauguration Day. And they keep coding 523 next to Donald Trump. We're talking about the Rockefellers, where John D. Rockefeller died May 23rd. But anyway, it's the same pattern all throughout history. Rockefeller Records even has a 74 on it. You know, Jay-Z and Puff Daddy, the biggest beneficiaries of the death of Notorious B.I.G. Rockefeller Records, The death of Notorious B.I.G. came 96 days after Jay-Z's birthday in 96. Freemason number. Here's Jay-Z at a Freemason funeral, you know. They're all wearing their bow ties. They said the killer in Notorious B.I.G. had a bow tie on. You pay attention to this number code, you'll see a lot. I said, watch out for this game right here, Cavs-Knicks. This was on February 23rd, 2/23. The final score, a sum of 223 points. You know, now we know James equals 223 and Satanic. 119, that special number, all-seeing eyes, Star of David, master plan. The name coded into Chase Manhattan Bank. Go back and watch the videos. It's coded into the name of Chase Manhattan, Standard Oil, 119, dated September 11th. The Rockefeller family very much connected to the planning of September 11th. I'll link the videos I put out. I go into greater detail on that. Real quick, somebody else pointed out something about this death of David Rockefeller yesterday. We've been talking about the number 523. John D. Rockefeller died on May 23rd. David Rockefeller died 5 months and 23 days before the anniversary of September 11th. Another 523. You know? John D. Rockefeller dead May 23rd. And we went deep into this number and this date in the earlier videos, but just another one. From his date of passing to the September 11th anniversary, 5 months and 23 days. Amazing. So anyway, you pay attention to the code, the numbers they put before us. King James Bible 119, LeBron James won on the real King James's birthday. You pay attention to these numbers, what they mean. You'll see how they stack up. The over-under for that game was 223 points. The Cavs came in with 39 wins. Everything in New York is 39. Here's Flip Saunders, born in Cleveland, born February 23rd, dead just before the start of the season where the Cavs won the championship. Also, Kevin Love recently was supposedly hurt. His announced injury was on Valentine's Day. No love on Valentine's Day, right? Look at the clip, minute 25, 125. From the last game he played in, which was February 11th, which is the 42nd day of the year, LeBron James equals 42, to the day he came back, March 16th, 33 days. You know, Cleveland 33. It's just such a joke. Fake injuries. February 11th is an interesting date for a lot of reasons. It can be written 2/11, kind of like 211, which is the 47th prime number. Ohio 47, 47th season of the Cavs. But yeah, he missed 33 days worth of games. Came back 33 days later. All right, Truth Seeker. We covered a lot. I think we covered it all. There will be a playlist down below. Be sure to check out these earlier videos because they have even more important information. All right, until next time. Encore Truth Seeker. Notice earlier today I talked about how this video has been frozen since I woke up at 6 a.m. at 1,211 views, but the comments and the likes and the dislikes continue to change. You know, just 1,211 views for now, going on nearly 6 hours. Watch, I'll just refresh this. We might have even more likes. But, yeah, there, it just went up. I think it was 338, so it went up 6 likes, 4 comments, more thumbs down, but still 1,211 views. And my Tom Brady video has been at 310 views since I woke up this morning. And consider this, when I uploaded this video last night, by the time I refreshed the screen after it finished uploading, it already had over 100 views. So this video literally had over 100 views within maybe 20 seconds. When I woke up this morning, it was frozen at 310. Hasn't moved an inch. This is just how it is on my channel, you know? And I want you guys to think about this because so many of you think these other channels out here that have all these subscribers and these big views, they're not shills. If they weren't shills, YouTube would do the same thing to them. The reason why is a lot of these people are employed by YouTube. It's why they're able to use copyright material and get no strikes. I can't upload anything. You know, anytime I have anything in my video, it doesn't even upload. It's just immediately deleted. You know, sometimes you get a community guideline for it. That's why I just always stick to my own content. I have no leeway on YouTube. So anyway, I mean, let's just see if the stats changed yet. Can we break the curse? Did we get one more comment? No more views though. So anyway, who knows how many views my videos really get. But, you know, for the first time they let a video get love, they let this Snoop Dogg video get to 100,000 views in almost 24 hours. But then it's just trickled up since then. So I don't know how many people have really seen this video. It got to 100,000 real fast, faster than any video before. But, I mean, what is that, March 15th? It's been 6 days now and it's only gotten 3,000 more views, so I don't know about that. Until next time, Truth Seeker.